There was a time when Israel had no king. They wanted someone to lead them in battle, someone to fight their wars, someone they could see. So, the people cried out, "Give us a king." Samuel the prophet was heartbroken. He prayed to God, and the Lord said, "They have not rejected you. They have rejected me as their king." But God allowed it, and directed Samuel to anoint a man named Saul. Saul was tall, strong, and impressive. He looked like a king, and when Samuel poured the oil and declared him king, the nation shouted with joy. Israel finally had a king. But the real test was yet to come. One day, Saul was waiting to go into battle. Samuel told him, "Wait for me. Don't make any sacrifice until I arrive." But the army was afraid. The enemies were closing in. Saul got impatient. He thought, maybe I should just do it myself. And he offered the sacrifice, without Samuel. At that exact moment, Samuel walked in. His eyes were filled with disappointment. "What have you done, Saul? To obey is better than sacrifice." Right there, the foundation of Saul's kingship began to crack. Not because he was weak, not because he lost a battle, but because he disobeyed God. God gave Saul another chance. A mission. A clear instruction: completely destroy the enemy. Leave nothing alive. But Saul did what looked wise to men. He spared the best animals. He kept the king alive. He thought, "I will use these as a sacrifice to God." Isn't that a good thing? When Samuel arrived, he heard something, the sound of sheep. Saul tried to explain, "It was for the Lord. I saved them for worship." But Samuel looked at him and said, "Obedience is better than sacrifice. Rebellion is like the sin of witchcraft." And with those words, the kingdom slipped away. God rejected Saul as king. Saul had failed. He disobeyed God. He lost his crown before he ever lost his throne. God told Samuel, "I have rejected Saul. Go to Bethlehem, to the house of Jesse. There, I have chosen a new king." Samuel was afraid. Saul was still alive. What if he hears about this? But God said, "Go. I will show you." Samuel arrived at Jesse's house. The people were afraid. A prophet coming unannounced was serious. But Samuel said, "I have come in peace." Jesse brought out his sons. Strong men. Tall. Trained. Soldiers. Samuel looked at Eliab, the first son, and thought, "Surely, this must be the Lord's chosen." But God whispered, "Do not look at appearance or height. Man looks at outward things, but I look at the heart." One by one, the sons passed before Samuel. 7 sons, and God said no to every single one. Samuel turned to Jesse and asked, "Are these all your sons?" Jesse replied, "There is one more, but he is just a boy. He's in the field taking care of the sheep." After a while, David walked in, smelling like grass, dusty, not prepared for any ceremony. He didn't look like a king, but heaven saw something, a heart after God. God said to Samuel, "This is the one. Anoint him." And in that moment, Samuel took the horn of oil, poured it on David, and the Spirit of the Lord came upon him. That was the beginning of the greatest king Israel ever had. God does not choose like men choose. He sees your heart, not your title, age, status, or education. Maybe today you feel forgotten, left outside, not qualified. But listen, when God chooses you, no one can stop it. Not age, not fear, not people, not your past. God is still searching for a heart like David's. A worshipper, a listener, a servant. The question is, when he looks at you, what will he find? God sees the heart, not the appearance. Saul looked like a king, but David's heart was a king's heart. Sometimes, the greatest battle is not outside, but inside the heart. Power, gifts, talent, success, mean nothing without obedience. God is still looking, not for the tallest, not for the strongest, but for a heart like Samuel and David.